You've probably seen me post this picture on my social media a few times now, and yeah, I would like to share a little story about this. Well, about kind of for this picture. So I was at a convention like a couple years ago, and well, no, back in 2023 at least. It's probably about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. But I was at ACON 2023, and I was, excuse me, and I was about to go outside to get some food, right? So I'm talking to somebody, and another person comes up to me, and he's wearing like a Nakatsuki robe, right? And he says like, we're just gushing about the 30th anniversary special. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And he's like, oh, cool. So I'm really nervous to say this, but he is. As we were talking about the 30th anniversary special that come out that April, he was like, I'm just worried that Power Rangers will go woke. Okay. Now, okay. There's a lot to say about this type of thing, but I have a feeling that he was just referring to Izzy and Fern and Power Rangers Cosmic Fury because they're the first in the mainline series to like be like a strictly LGBT couple. So it's like so yeah, there's that. This right here.
Feel like ramen? My favorite.
And I said to him, I was like, you gotta remember, it is Power Rangers. It is a relatively progressive series since like the beginning. And I don't know, I feel like something I've always said about Power Rangers, and I've said this on for many years on this channel, is that most people, when they talk about Power Rangers, talk about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and a lot of, you know, I just feel like a lot of like the way things are, like when it comes to like pop culture stuff, it's just like really polarized now, and it just like it just seems like a lot of people are just I don't know. It just seems like a lot of it just it's like a lot of misinformation, or just like banking on the fact that nobody really get into it, or just like the fact that somebody binge watch and click on a video and stuff like that. It's just odd, and that's why I'm really nervous to make this video in the first place. Because it's like I know there's a lot of people who like really defend this stuff. It's like but again, yeah, Power Rangers has always been like woke since like the beginning. I'm not understanding a lot. I mean, I don't think he was like this bad. He wasn't like this bad person, and that's the thing. I just feel like a lot of people. Let's just go back to what I just said about a lot of polarizing content being out there, and just like having the being in abundance and being pushed on social media algorithms and stuff like that. Just look at Twitter. Just like uh, uh, there's just lots of stuff like that, and it's hard to it's hard not to notice it, and it's hard not to think that I heard because it was like one of the first people I saw. It was a couple of articles I saw, just randomly scrolling, not really paying too much attention to it, and just like I don't know, I don't know, I just try to like protect myself from that kind of content, and just like because I honestly find it really exhausting, and it's just I don't know. But I can give a couple of examples of what I mean when I talk about how Power Rangers has always been a relatively progressive series. Like one of the first ones I can think of is how Billy, the OG Blue Ranger, was a straight guy played by a gay man, and a lot of the reason why he left is because of a lot of the homophobia that he faced behind the scenes, production wise. And again, a lot of people say, "Oh, but it's just a Korean location." Like, no, man, there's a way more Power Rangers. It's because again, as I said, also said, some people typically watch anywhere between the first 3 seasons, the first 6 seasons, the first 3 or 6 seasons, like Power Rangers Space, and they don't really and they don't really go anywhere after that. But I like to make a quick addendum on that. So for some people, watching stuff like the Neo Saban era, like when as far back as like Power Rangers Samurai back in 2010, uh, there's stuff like that. But a lot of Power Rangers Samurai, or Super Samurai, or like watching what's the name? Watching Megaforce, Super Megaforce. Anywhere before they sold to Hasbro, heck, even after they sold to Hasbro, that's also a possibility. Some people grew up watching these ones, and now they have something like And now some people are gonna have stuff like Power Rangers, Dawn Fury, and Cosmic Fury.
What is it with you? For years I've tried to be your friend, but you don't want anything to do with me.
My friend. You don't even know the first thing about me, Wes. I had nothing. I was dirt poor. And I have struggled for as long as I can remember to pull my life out of the gutter. No one helped me. Not even for 1 minute. Unlike you, who's had everything handed to him on a silver platter. You and I have nothing in common.
I feel like this is one example from pulled from Power Rangers Time Force. You know, being like the victim of like different circumstances and stuff like that, and like have like your station in life and what you're willing to do to work hard, for. Like some people like, some people, you know, already have it. Like how some people can already have it. That the starting line for a lot of people is like really different and stuff like that. Versus like how Wes grew up, how he had to, like you said, he had to scrap tape and survive and do whatever it took to get out of his position. And there's that.
It's time for you to face your past.
Face my past?
If you are truly good, you will prevail.
Once evil, always evil.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I did a lot of bad things in my past. Angry at the whole universe, I suppose. But you were fighting for justice. I'm so sorry I did this to you. If I could, I would gladly take your place.
I forgive you. Now it's time for you to forgive yourself. Behold the keys.
Another example of learning how to forgive yourself and like trying to work to become a better person. You know, just like a lot of introspection. That was a big part of Karone coming back to become the second Galaxy Pink Ranger after Kendrick sacrificed herself to save Terra Venture by destroying the Psycho Pink put down. There's a lot. There's just so much good stuff in that. There's so much good stuff in Lost Galaxy. This was one of my favorite seasons.
Can't. Man, what's wrong? I know, it's Tommy. You miss him. It's more than that. What? It's my fault he lost his powers in the first place. If I'd gotten the green candle, he'd still be one of us. Come on, Jace, you had no choice. I know, I was there. No, I should have gotten the candle.
It's another example of like Survivor's Guilt. Is both Jason and also Doggy Kruger and SPD. Like, you know, they're just two examples of like having Survivor's Guilt and just like wishing you had the power to do something and you feel powerless. There's something that's going to happen, but you feel powerless to stop it, and you feel guilty for it, and just like, and it eats away at you constantly, not, you know. And even though that's one of my favorite episodes of Power Rangers, and it's just like, it's just so much. This is another example of like, you know, a lot of progressive stuff in there, like learning to forgive yourself, kind of like this right here. Power Rangers tackle like a lot of like serious subjects, like living up to expectations, loss. Things about like kind of fad diet culture, all kinds of stuff like that, and then just like that's just like a lot of the big ones. Like always been for me personally, it's always been people from different walks of life come together to fight to become bigger. Like for instance, in Power Rangers Infinity expresses this a lot too, and a lot of people are trying to get on this like, oh no, this. But yeah, this definitely Power Rangers Infinity definitely does touch on a lot of the different of like, you know, Power Ranger stuff. Like Power Rangers like main messages of being like anything like having diverse casts, having diverse people, having diverse body types, stuff like that. You know, things like that. It definitely is definitely there. I mean, because like anyone, because it kind of operates on the Stan Lee school of thought that anyone can wear the mask. You know, it has the ability to do so. So it has the ability to do so. So like, you know, some of them aren't even like human beings. Some like Mac on Operation Overdrive, he's an android, or like the Mercury Ranger, he's an alien, or like Andros and Caron, they're both aliens too. Or like Orion on Super Megaforce, he's an alien. That's survivor's guilt, who do like with being like one of the sole survivors of her planet. There's just so many different ones, and one of the other ones is this one right here.
Listen, we don't destroy them. We capture them and bring them to justice.
You think they deserve the same justice we do? Why? They're not even human. Look at him, he's a freak!
Oh, that's it. You want to destroy him because he's a mutant? Well, you don't even know his story. You hate him because he looks different. Well, if you have to destroy everything that's different than you, well, then you'd better destroy me too.
What?
Trip, no! Trip, please, no!
Going back to the guy I met at the convention, he didn't seem like a bad dude. He really didn't. We sat and had a conversation, and you know, we both got something of it. And the thing is, he didn't like. Thing is, I was trying to kind of get it out there to him that it's the first time he's met me, so he's not gonna have my lived experiences. As I wouldn't have his, because like he told me he had ADHD, and you know, yeah, he told me he has ADHD, and I'm not ADHD, but he's autistic, and yeah, there's a lot of like crappy attitudes toward people who are lame attitudes toward people who are autistic. So like, you know, it's like, again, that's what I'm saying. Like anybody, like it runs on the Stan Lee school of thought that anyone can wear the mask, anyone can wield the morpher. You know. But there's just so much more to Power Rangers than like the suits, the Zords, the weapons, the cool poses and stuff like that, you know. And that's something I always take with me when it comes like to Power Rangers and stuff like that, you know. It's there's so much to Power Rangers that's just like not all those things, and there's you know, but wherever that guy is, I hope he's doing alright. I'm not trying to like put him on this pedestal or whatever, but it's just like I just think I don't know. I just think having type of conversations about like, you know, about the media and stuff like that, and just I feel like it's just so much stuff out there just so polarizing, and it can get exhausting. So I don't know. I just feel like we gotta have more people that, you know, that really look at like thematic elements of like media. And I like those types of videos too, because it's like kind of neat and kind of neat. And then you could say the same thing about Power Rangers, and that has lots of thematic elements and stuff like that. And so I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm not gonna just like block it out or whatever. But you know, I think that's just really cool, and I just think it's really cool that I thought it was really cool that he was able to just like sit and just have a conversation with me instead of just like chide me and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just something that I had on my mind recently, and there is that, and so like Elon Musk probably looking to buy Hasbro at some point. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Hands up in the air about that one. So on that note, yeah, make sure that's gonna be it for this video. Really tell me what you thought down below, because honestly, I'm really nervous to make this video, because you know, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, you know when I post a video, and I'll see you in the next one, because this is Googlicious. Peace.